Alright, as you saw by the title, or as you see in the title, today I will be doing Volatility Pinball, which is pretty much just an exercise where I go in and I pretty much trade every fair value gap, and that's what I will be doing today. Not trying to make profit today, but just a nice exercise for me, and also if you're watching, just a nice exercise to study as well. Oh, I forgot to update my description. Maybe I can do that right now. I don't know if I can change the description, but I made a new Discord, fresh Discord, another Discord. Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta fill my water. All right. Hey, your boy created a new Discord, and the reason for that being is just because I don't know. I don't want 800 members in, and I wasn't active. And I just want a Discord where everyone like I was in an old Discord where like there were so many people sharing notes and it was helpful. I just want a helpful Discord, but if this Discord isn't helpful, then I'll just delete it, and I'll delete Discord, and I won't ever be in this Discord or care about Discord. Alright, so if we look at higher time frame, overnight, what have we done? We've started to displace lower. This is just staying heavy in here. No retracements at all into any of these for value gaps. 4-hour candle, just a straight shot lower into new week opening gap. New pre-market's already expanded, so AM session could consolidate, or it's just going to continue to flush through to sell side liquidity. Notice how we fell short of daily SIBI constant encroachment here. We hit this SIBI 15-minute perfectly, and now we are trading lower. This is heavy price action. This is no indeed bullish. So by the looks of this, we have a new candle up in 15 minutes. We're in new week opening gap. I think we're either going to consolidate, trade back up into one of these hourly imbalances to then trade lower, or we're just going to melt lower, Korean lower. I want to lower this. So you have this discount BISI 1 hour. And then you have this 15-minute SIBI or BISI that we used yesterday. And then in terms of discount inefficiencies, you also have this 1 hour inefficiency here that I talked about on a stream. You have this BISI, which is not a 15-minute for value gap, but it is a 1 hour for fair value gap. Is it a 5-minute? There has to be a 5-minute here. Yeah, we do have a little 5-minute. I just want to highlight that 1 hour fair value gap, and that's about it for lower. But I just want to see if we just want to melt lower. Let's look at ES as well. Study ES. ES almost hit daily SIBI constant encroachment. Look at the bodies respecting that constant encroachment on the SIBI on the 1 hour. We have this fair value gap. We trade below it, and then just immediately displace lower. I do want to look at this on the 1 minute. It looks like, yeah, we have bodies respecting constant correction. That perfect displacement, kind of consolidation around that. Trade lower, consolidation. So we're probably going to see this low. And then ES has new week opening gap, current new week opening gap below here. I suspect that to be the draw on liquidity for this morning. And yeah, that's the business. Look at ES. ES is the weaker one right now. I'd want to see ES trade into new week opening gap, trade into this low. Just by looks at this, we're opening up at 9:30. Nothing high probability right now. I do want to note that we do have these relative equal highs, but I don't think they really need to be traded into. They're in a 1 hour imbalance. Let's just study if they want to be traded into. But for now, while doing this drill, I want to be on the 30-second chart. And then I just want to be taking 30-second fair value gaps. Beautiful analysis. Appreciate it. I guess we'll see. Nothing's beautiful until it happens. How we doing this morning? Should I be having like music on when I'm in the background for my stream? I used to do that, but it honestly got like kind of, I don't know, I didn't really want to do it. We're right at new week opening gap, constant encroachment here. And then NQ is within new week opening gap, and also yesterday's midnight opening range. So do we just use this as premium, create an imbalance, and then I would be looking to short that? I have a paper trading account balance of 100K. The goal of this exercise is not to make money. It's just to be in the market and just be in every imbalance, pretty much. Oh shoot, I removed buy sell buttons. Where'd they go? I literally just saw them. Okay, market's just about to open up. We're at new week opening gap low here. Let's see if we respect this low or if we want to trade back up higher here. Look at the 15-minute chart. Does this look bullish? Not really. If we want to trade higher, we're going to trade up to short-term buy stops. And as you see, we are trading higher into yesterday's opening range in that first displacement here. ES just took a short-term low. This does not look bullish, but I do want to try this fair value gap just for the drill. If we create one. Yeah, I'm not going to enter there. We didn't create a fair value gap, and also yeah, here we go. If we create a fair value gap here, I'll enter. Using the 30-second chart. ES just took this low I was talking about. ES has midnight opening range here. Look at that new week opening gap low, wick, then displacement. Let's see if we create a fair value gap for the entry. This would be the first presented 30-second imbalance. Stop loss would be at candle. You can put it at this rejection block because it's already been used. I'm just doing a drill today. I'm doing volatility pinball. And then for targeting, you just be looking for this midterm high and this old daily low. This would be the first presented fair value gap on the 30-second chart. We're back in yesterday's minute opening range standard deviations. This could be a partial here. Partial at minor buy side. Partial taken, stop at break even. Alright, so that was the first drill. So if you want to trade into yesterday's first presented fair value gap, we traded into that old daily high or old daily low, and also into new day opening gap here. Using yesterday's new week opening gap. Also trade into a 15-minute imbalance here, and that's also going to be not yet a 1 hour imbalance. But just by the looks of this, nothing looks high probability. Yesterday's first presented fair value gap. And now we have today's first presented fair value gap. First presented fair value gap 4/2, April 2nd. Then let's look at ES, whereas today's first presented fair value gap. Today's first presented fair value gap is at 9/31. -2. There we go. Minor sell side taken, trading higher, displacement. Okay. Here's the next 30-second fair value gap we'll take. Stop below here, new week opening gap below if we want to trade back into this. Target will be old daily high. It's also those relative equal highs. how bullish price is here. Straight shot higher. Alright, and it looks like we're just taking liquidity here. Yeah, target hit. So we wouldn't want to be in that. Straight shot higher. The only entry was that imbalance, that 30-second imbalance. And then we have immediate rebalances. No 1 minute for value gap. Or do we have a 15-second for value gap at all here? Other than that, just straight heavy or straight light price action. Excuse me. Nothing that we missed out on. Look at the hourly chart. This is kind of what I was talking about in my daily review yesterday, where it's just not clear. It's not clear and obvious, so just don't force anything. For me, this is a week where I just want to chillax, you know. We had this nice sell off into a weekly low, and now I'm assuming we're just going to be consolidating here until NFP. So there's not like a clear bias in direction, so therefore stay still. Just know when to sit on your hands, and right now is a great time to do that. Forge patience and discipline as a trader. I would have liked to have seen a continuation here into this new week opening gap. Notice how we also are in a 1 hour SIBI here. There's no other SIBI in sight except for this one that's already been used. So we are in a 1 hour SIBI, so let's keep that in mind here. Okay, let's see if we just use this as an expansion. That could have been an entry. That was kind of lacking. And then we have today's midnight opening range. Could possibly be used as a draw on liquidity. I do want to highlight this 1 hour SIBI here on this chart because I don't. It looks like we're already trading above that just a little bit. $15-minute. No 15-minute imbalance at all created with this little buy side imbalance there. Other than that, there's nothing. So be 1 hour here. Boy, I constant encroaching that. Something I forgot to mention today, but Trump does speak at 2 p.m. today. Trump does speak at 2 p.m. Tomorrow we have 8:30 news and then 10 a.m. news. And then Friday is NFP with Powell speaking. Which, in my opinion, is like tomorrow with Powell speaking, or Friday with Powell speaking and NFP, like I don't think that's a trading day. Okay, let's see if we create a fair value gap here. After using this to balance. For this drill, if we would have got entered here, our stop could have been at this low. And then we could have been looking to target midnight opening range. And then maybe this high as a partial, the midnight opening range. Okay, didn't create a 30-second imbalance there. I'm assuming that we're probably just going to be trading higher. Just by the looks of this, like this is just a straight expansion unless we get a retracement back into this. We have first presented fair value gap that could be a draw on liquidity for the rest of the day, but You also have yesterday's first presented fair value gap here. 15-minute chart. This candle is closing in 3 minutes, just a straight shot higher. After trading into new week opening gap low. Very nice. So let's just stay patient. Or not stay patient, but I guess I am doing the volatility pinball drill. Let's see if we create a 30-second fair value gap here. 30-second CIBI. ES is at yesterday's opening range gap. Well, I'll be right back. Hard timing looks a bit like a turtle soup for liquidity to go lower. Just looks at this 1 hour candle. Just the fact that we, like, what did we just do recently? We just took previous candle low and now we're trading aggressively back into the range. For me, it's just not high probability. You can frame both sides, so therefore okay, let's act like we were in that fair value gap here as it was trading higher. Stop here. Take profit. Could be at this imbalance here. See if it uses it or it wants to use this as premium or as discount. Okay, fair value gap was disrespected there. Now let's see if we're displacing higher here. Creating a new high. Okay, we can now be a buyer in the breaker. To target midnight opening range. Alright, never got filled. Target's getting hit. This CIBI was not used to trade lower. We're using this buy side imbalance to then trade higher. Notice how we delivered in that 1 hour CIBI. Body's respecting the low. Using this buy side imbalance, trading higher. Breaker. touching it, not trading into fair value gap at all, and then just displacing higher into that midnight opening range. And then that would have been a good target as we see the reaction. See if this fair value gap wants to be traded as inversion. Stop here. Take profit back at that new day opening gap. You have a volume imbalance there. Okay, would have been stopped out. Okay, we have previous day high all the way up here, which could be a draw on liquidity. We're just expanding higher from the new week opening gap. Look at midnight opening range though, beautifully. Yeah, let's see if we create a fair value gap here. Nope. Almost creating a fair value gap here. Okay. Let's see if we create a SIBI. Back within this old fair value gap. If you're just joining, I'm doing a drill, volatility pinball, where I pretty much buy every fair value gap or sell every fair value gap, and it's not something to be right or wrong off of. It's just to buy and sell. That's it. We don't care if it is profitable. We don't care if we lose trades. We're just getting in price action. That's all we're doing. That's all I'm doing. Notice this inversion or is fair value gap high. spending a lot of time at this SIBI. Record that. Okay, now we've kind of broken away to this discount array. Would want to see this not respected as a discount array and want to see a straight here, or else this would come back up and get the stop. If I were in this trade, I would want to put stop at cost of encroachment of that sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. See, we don't want to see price spend time at SIBIs. We're right back in that SIBI again. Okay, below this low could be a partial. I would remove stop to break even. Okay, there's the stop there. Yeah, I do want to mark out London high. Pretty much there right now. We entered a 5-minute fair value gap in this breaker. Not wanting to trade into new day opening gap. Next drill. Looking for the SIBI or buy side imbalance. If you're just joining, I'm doing a drill. I'm just pretty much entering every fair value gap that forms. It's called Volatility Pinball. No need to be right. It's not about being right. We don't we don't care about our entries or exits. More of just engaging in price. Not about being right or wrong. Very, very light price action today. First present, first presentation didn't even get traded into. Let me trade up higher. 9:50 macro, 10 a.m. Notice 10 a.m. is the candle that comes down into this buy side imbalance. Trades higher. London high taken. And now this is looking pretty bullish. It's looking pretty bullish. I would look to see probably this SIBI high would be my next real kind of main draw on liquidity on the higher time frame. Other than that, you have these two new week opening gaps that are both volume imbalance, or this is a new day opening gap. You have this new week opening gap, and then you have this new day opening gap. You have some inefficient price action there that I think will likely get traded into. And then on NQ or on ES, you kind of have the same thing. Inefficiency, inefficiency. Alright, now let's see NQ. Let's look to enter in on that buy side imbalance. ES just hit a new day opening gap. Here, also in a first presented fair value gap. We have sell stops resting here. See, as we spike, we're probably going to spike into a midnight opening range. Okay, got stopped. See if this Sibi wants to act as a reclaimed Sibi. So far in this drill, in terms of profitability, there's been 1 win and 4 losses. And in those 4 losses versus 1 win, you're pretty much break even. Alright, this Sibi is not mean wanting to be traded into here. Entering in on this volume imbalance here. All right, that would have been our target. How many times has our target not? How many times has the target been hit without an entry? Here, I believe here, and now here. We're entering in a 15-minute imbalance here. As we hit this 15-minute imbalance on NQ. All right, that would have been a nice draw on liquidity here, as we see. Trading back in that range. Let's see if we want to trade into this imbalance. Let's close that position. Alright, now let's see if this gets used as a discount. And we do one trade higher. Alright. Yes, looks like we want to make another expansion higher here. Yes, drop down into this buy side imbalance. Or trading higher. That initial trade I was in long still would have been on the table. Close to early. And we probably would have hit target here. That would have been the target. Alright, let's see if this gets left as a breakaway gap. We delivered with a wick down into this sell side imbalance. ES just delivered into first presented fair value gap low here. We're not using this as a buy side imbalance. Well, we are, but I want to see us start gaining some ground here. Spending too much time. Two down close candles traded above. What's good, Tino? How you doing, brother? What's good, Daniel? Yeah, President Trump is speaking later today. Alright, notice how we're not, or I'm gonna say we're not, but I would want to see price hold that midnight opening range here. We're kind of losing it. If you just joined, I'm doing a volatility pinball exercise. Literally taking every fair value gap. Not about being right or profitable, but just about engaging price. How is price reacting off these potential entry points? Yeah, notice how much time we're spending here. You have this fair value gap low here, and then you have that 1 minute buy side imbalance. Or could partials be taken? Partial here at this high. ES is traded into a new day opening gap here, and ES is approaching 2 days ago daily high. pull up ES here. ES is hitting new day opening gap. And ES has is this a daily high from 2 days ago? That could be a place to take partial profit. Now let's see if we use this. This could be a Alright, got stopped out. Notice how we use old daily lows here. As ES trades into a new day opening gap there. If you take trades for real, do you also only enter on fair value gap? Yeah. That's usually my main entry, which is why I'm using fair value gap only in this drill. Okay, we got stopped out on that. Added here again on this fair value gap. It didn't hold. If I was for real trading, I probably would have been done after we trade up into here, into London high. For now, we're leaving buy side. Trump speaks at 2 p.m., so I wouldn't expect price to trade all the way up to previous day high. I would expect us to trade back into the range and kind of just consolidate. I mean, it's Wednesday, it's NFP week. It's already done enough, and on the higher time frame, it just isn't clear. Like, this is just a consolidation. Best to not trade. We just took a previous candle high here on a 15-minute chart, and now we're trading back into the previous candle range, which is a wick, which is a gap. You have a buy-side imbalance here. It just isn't easy price action. I mean, even to enter on, here you had this drill. And then ever since then, what has it been, like 8 straight losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 straight losses. Like, as a trader, let's just say that you were in these trades. This is a good example. Like, if you take 7 losses in a row, is that going to end you? Are you going to be able to come back from that? Let's pull up the account balance. We started with 100K today. Now we're minus 1,000. Like, as a trader, is that going to end you? Drills like these are what I want to start doing a lot more. And I'll do them on live stream, and I'll record them, then study those. All right, now let's see if we use this for value gap again. I want to enter on that. See that constant recursion level. So now we've created some drawdown on the demo. Now my goal is for us to stream, or for the next 2 days, I want to be taking Here, I just want to screenshot this. I'll put this in the Discord. I want to create a channel. Okay, now I want to see speed above these highs. And then really rip into that first presented fair value gap. ES also has a new week opening gap above price. It's the new week opening gap 317 here. So I want to see this be used. Our ES just hit that new day opening gap, new week opening gap. That's why we see this reaction. Order block. We'll still want to see price trade up in the first presentation, but if ES hit new week opening gap, we're getting this little reaction here. I'm not scared of that. I think that we probably will make another high, but that should have just been a place where I took a partial. In this case, we only have one contract, so probably could have closed it there. What's good, Eddie? How you doing? I can see that you don't care about losses because you know you're going to learn from them and you're going to be profitable. Yeah, and kind of just today, like, I'm literally just entering on every fair value gap. Like, the goal isn't to be profitable or not. All right, now we're back at where the entry is. Kind of could have been where my stop could have been at break even. It looks like we're probably gonna encroach on this stop. NES hit that daily high as well. We have a little order block here. It's gonna be like my last chance to see it make one more higher high. Okay. Now there's 1,435 simulated drawdown. All right, so we didn't make a new higher. We didn't trade in the first presented fair value gap. We just took into minor buy side. We're back at midnight opening range. I struggle with that. I see my entry and I hesitate too much. I end up missing them. I think we all do. That's why this drill. Is also a good thing because I'm literally firing off of every fair value gap, like no hesitation at all. Just okay, if it's a fair value gap, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm just going to submit to that. And if I get into a situation where I'm in drawdown, then that's completely okay. We're gonna be able to make ourselves out of that, make a way out of that. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. All right, so now I kind of want to be more subjective with what I'm taking, what I'm entering off of. I don't just want to blindly enter. We just took buy side there. It is also important to notice that, you know, the highest probability entries have probably already been used. We've just ripped higher. We've already expanded higher in the AM session. We have Trump speaking at 2. So I might come back in the PM session, but let's see with what we can work with here. You have this fair value gap kind of just failing to send price higher. Now you have minor sell side here. Notice how we failed to deliver into first presented fair value gap. I'm not ignoring this. But now we've generated buy side right at that first presented fair value gap. So I think that's going to be a draw on liquidity for later in the day or tomorrow. I also created a new Discord server if you guys want to join. It's in my community post. If you go into my community, I created a community post with a Discord link. Look at midnight opening range. Okay. See if we use this volume imbalance here. I want to see price stay above the constant encroachment level of this fair value gap. I'll just stop just a little bit. For this order block. Okay. Alright guys, stopped again. Let's see if we just want to use the midnight opening range. Yet again, straight higher. At this point, I'm just at this point I'm gonna be like, I have minus $60,000 practice simulated drawdown. Minus 1,730. Okay. Okay, now let's see if we want to expand higher. We tap down into that midnight opening range. Two down close candles there. You're also at London high. I kind of want to. I'm not gonna take any trades on this demo account until lunch. I want to wait for that lunch macro. I'll be back in a minute. I guess I was still muted, but we recapitalized again on that midnight opening range. Okay, I hit inversion for value gap constant encroachment. It's really the lowest I'd want to see price go. I demand speed here. The next 2 or 3 candles. Okay. All right. Just adding to the drawdown at this point. Just consolidating here in a D premium. Now let's see if we want it. That's where yesterday's regular trading hour high was, right at constant encroachment of this. So in terms of RTH, we have buy side there, but electronics trading hours, our high of the day was in Asia. Trade lower, displacement lower, weak opening gap, reversal, completely bullish. ES just hit new week opening gap again. Now let's see if we expand higher. right, I'm probably gonna end stream soon, and I might go live stream again. I might just go live whenever I see opportunity. I'm looking for lunch. Not gonna touch it at all here. We're too deep of a premium. Close to a target, but we've already taken London high. We have previous day high is the only other kind of draw on liquidity, and then we also have Trump that speaks at 2. So in terms of looking at this at the 15-minute, we just had straight expansion. We have a possible buy side imbalance that we could retrace back into, but if we are actually bullish here, I honestly wouldn't really want to see that, and I would want to see another leg of expansion here. I want to look at yesterday's open range gap. I want to see if that was influential. If we probably just mauled through it. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So it looks like we're just petering out, fizzling out, creating some bull flags in here. Let's see if you want to attack this low, which also has this inefficiency, or if we want to just continue higher. But yeah, I have. Oh, hold up. I have $2,000 of simulated drawdown here in this demo account, and let's see if we're able to get out of that with one contract. This is over a span of how many trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 trades. 10 losing trades in a row. As a trader, this is a good experience. How are you going to feel if that happens? 10 losing trades in a row. Are your spirits going to be down? Are you going to be doubting yourself? Are you going to be doubting your analysis? Did you just do it wrong? Are you going to blow up? Things like that. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll probably live stream again whenever I feel it's right to do so. I don't really want to leave the live stream on, which I could, but I don't really want to. Yeah, I'll see y'all later.